Welcome to the Lip Flapper, Volume 11.1. CDVV presents A Book on Tape. Disclaimer: these interviews are not associated with AMV.org or Code Chrono. Do not run on the side of the pool or you may break your clavicle. No copyright intended. Tonight, the part of Code Chrono will be played by Batman. Kira Blue will be played by Gunther AMVs. Copycat Revolver will play Nya-Chan. Irradian will be played by Ileia. NG Silver and Bashar of the Ages will be played by the part of Replay with a voice modulator. Description.
Welcome to the Lip Flapper. Each week we delve deep into the community and get a good look at both individual members, as well as group discussions on various issues that surround our hobby.
This week in the Lip Flapper.
This week is all about AMV contests and conventions. We talk with contest and convention coordinators, people who have been to conventions, those that judge AMV contests, and are naturally just everything about them. We have a four-part series, finishing up with an AMV review on Friday with an action video that doesn't suck.
The panel.
As a judge pre-screener for an AMV contest, what is the very first thing that you look for when judging, screening, participant videos and get them cut? On the flip side, what makes certain videos stand out? Does the con audience, basically who you are showing these videos to, have any influence on what videos you might cut? Example, above PG-13 material.
Kira Blue wrote,
"There aren't any specific things that I look for when I judge a contest, but the video's enjoyability and category placement are usually the biggest factors that decide how I score it. In terms of category placement, I think the genre and the purpose of the AMV should always be clear. The purpose of romance AMVs is usually to showcase a relationship. Sentimental is usually to get an emotional impact. Drama is usually to showcase an idea or a series of events. Comedy is to get a laugh. Fun/dance/upbeat videos make you happy. And action videos get you excited. Now, of course, not all videos fit snugly into the specific categories, and most of them exhibit characteristics of many different categories. But for the most part, when I judge a group of videos for a specific theme or category, I ask myself the following questions. 1. Which of these videos does the best job at showcasing the typical characteristics of the theme or the category in which was submitted to? 2. Do any of these videos take the typical ideals of its genre and added in a twist or something unique to it? 3. Do any of these videos miss the mark in terms of having the characteristics that essentially defines the genre? Example, a comedy video that isn't funny, or an action video that's slow-paced and boring. In terms of enjoyability, it's a bit harder to describe what makes a video enjoyable since I like AMVs of all genres, themes, and styles, but I guess that the two biggest factors that contribute to me enjoying a video are usually its originality and how skillfully it was edited. Being good at either one of these is usually good enough for me to enjoy a video, but the videos that get my nominations are usually the ones that are both original and well edited. Many times in my option on a video's category placement and its enjoyability can conflict with each other. Last year, while judging Sai Shun Kong's AMV contest, me and the other judges ran into a strange predicament with a video submitted by Pink Haze called Dead Moon Masquerade. Out of the 60-plus videos that were submitted, it was the only one that received a perfect score from all of us. But we all felt that the category it was submitted to, fun/upbeat, wasn't its ideal placement, and that there were other videos in the category that didn't score as high, but were a better fit. Our solution was to exclude Dead Moon Masquerade from the finals, but give it the Judge's Choice Award. With all this in mind, there are still many different factors that can add or subtract a few points from a video's overall score. For instance, really bad video quality will usually knock off a few points from a video's overall score, and exceptionally good quality can sometimes add a few. The audience that the contest is being screened to usually doesn't affect how I score the video, though. I'll make sure that I resolve any and all content guideline issues before the judging process even begins. If someone submits a video that is too close to the borderline, I always send him or her a message and tell them what needs to be changed in order for me to accept their entry. So once they resubmit, me and the other judges are able to score fairly without bias or prejudice.
Glory Quester wrote, The very first thing I look for is the video that does the most things wrong based on what kind of video it is, what category it's been put into, and if the video's quality has issues. So, if a comedy video is not funny or even all that amusing, it shouldn't really be in the running for a comedy category. On the same token, a decent but beautifully edited video may overtake a similarly decent but flawed and unwatchable video or one with bad audio cues. NG Silver wrote,
One of the first things I looked into is overall enjoyment of the video. This can be very subjective, so I often try to keep the audience in mind. Most audience like upbeat and comedic videos over heavy drama, so those videos often get higher scores in this scale than others. I also look at the overall quality of a video, looking at the video and audio quality, as well as the overall quality of work that can be perceived went into the video. So as before the con audience, when pre-screening is heavily thought about when cutting videos, we want to make sure that the content is enjoyable to the audience and also want to make sure there is no content being shown that minors should not be seeing. So perhaps the most important thing for a creator to know is what makes their videos stand out the most, that for me as a judge or a pre-screener is the video's concept idea and how original it is to videos I've seen before and compared to the others in the content/category. Romance is a good category to use as an example. One of 10 videos in the romance category that I might have seen, 8 of them are your standard girl/guy love and song and often depict scenes of them being together. The other 2 always depict a romantic relationship in a different light. Say one is about a stalker and the other is about a girl who gets used by a guy and then kills him. Taking into account all 10 videos, the other 2 took a different look into the romantic story, would stand out and often be rated higher than the rest because of it.
Nya-Chan Production wrote,
I usually judge mostly based on technical aspect of the video first. Oh yeah, I'll just run through the videos and see all those blatant mistakes and scream into your face. Hey, I didn't care, or hey, I don't know how to remove this. This just takes me away from watching the video and usually earns low marks if it goes overboard. On the other hand, once I have a general grasp, the others get sorted by 2 factors. The first one being how it's sincere and fulfilling thing. If it was a straight dance video, but I'm rating horror, something is a bit wrong. Unless it was a great dance horror, of course. The second point is the least distributable. I suppose it's rating on my inner feelings, based on how much I actually liked the video and what impact it left on me. Amount of shiver moments. Those are usually the winners for me.
Iradian wrote,
The first things I look for are the obvious technical mistakes like watermarks, improper aspect ratio, bad audio, visual quality, etc. Having watermarks or any dub audio in your video will get you DQ'd. Once past the immediate qualifiers, I look for loosely edited videos or ones with poor scene selection, like making a video that only uses material from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood openings. Unintentional lip flap or anything that provides an unnecessary distraction from the core of your video is not going to count in your favor. I suspect most of the people reading lip flap already know about this, though. What makes videos stand out depends on the category and action, using rather unique source material, not Naruto, Bleach, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, etc. And having a coherent theme, apart from let's show all the fight scenes gets noticed. For drama, using an upbeat song or presenting a theme that isn't doom and gloom makes you really stand out from the competition. During the last pre-screening I attended, we sat through over 24 drama MVs using songs like Untitled by Simple Plan before coming across a more energetic song choice. For a comedy, we'll just make sure the video is actually funny. Combining a funny song with a vaguely related video source isn't funny. The audience does matter in some decisions, namely the amount of violence and nudity shown. Since the contest I pre-screen is not age-restricted at all, we have to make sure nothing excessive gets through to cause trouble for the AMV staff. What constitutes too much? Well, I had to cut a scene from my video I submitted, which contained a little kid getting his arm exploded off by a half-hour roughly. Yeah.
Bashar of the Ages wrote,
I tried to run my pre-screenings with a broad group of people to cover all my bases in terms of both technical proficiency and personally, I really try to cut things call out in the rules as big no-nos, subtitles, watermarks, and the like. I keep an eye out for content that exceeds the PG-13 ratings my content has. Why can I fucking read this small text? But most violations along these lines are in the audio. So if video isn't immediately cut, most aren't. They get a bulleted 110 score from the entire group. The highest scores move on. I try to reward with what I personally enjoy, but I also give plenty of high scores to things I see to be well done, even if they're not in my cup of tea. I balance that with the fact that a lot of my fellow pre-screeners vote from raw emotion. For judges' choice style judging, I focus on things that I enjoy that will most not get recognized by the audience for just how good they are.
next time on The Lip Flapper.
Join me tomorrow evening when I sit down and talk about more conventions.
And that was a CDVV mini book on tape. Once again,
Oh, God.
that was Batman as Code Zidum, Gunther as Kyrie Blue, Copycat Revolver as Nya-Chan, Ileia as Irradian, Replay as both NG Silver and Bashar of the Ages with a voice modulator, and finally, Fallchild 42 as Glory Quester. Thank you, and good night.